fella, another fella. Now there is here, this would go down the footwell into the wheel arch. That boot would sit in the wheel arch. That would go down to the brake sensor. I've cut this off here. I don't have the brake sensor, couldn't get them off. So I've just cut the wire. So it's cut there. The other side of the split would go up to the parcel shelf. And you have an earth. And this fella, not quite sure where those two go to. The other main bit comes to the amp that sits on the parcel shelf. So that connector is there, all the pins and everything, all in place. Amp will be sold separately. Just as a separate loom here. These are the connectors. Oh, that's what they would go into. And these go into the boot for the boot light, and whatever other sensors are in the boot. So that's all the back parcel shelf, boot, rear support column, rear door, airbag, full loom, everything down the middle, going back to the other side. So if I go to the back side, this is still back left. This is what would go. This is the boot that would then go under the car. Two connectors. Not sure where they went to. And this loom that went all the way down. So I'll just show the connectors that are on it. I think these went into this is the rear support column. This is what went up the rear support column. That's what went into the boot. This was the connector to the heating element of the rear window. So the back window heating element ended in just a piece of metal. I snapped it off. So it's not cut there, but I've not got the metal connector. This side it was cut, so exactly the same as the other. This will go down to the rear brake sensor on the right. That went down to the rear brake sensor on the left. So that's the two sides that I've cut at the back, and remember the two that were at the front. So that's the only cuts to break the entire circuit. From the back, the column would come down. One side, sorry, no, it's just still at the top of the column. This chap, not quite sure what that is. The thing, an earth, and same as inside the airbag. So the airbag connectors are all there and in place. They will be sold separately. The airbag will be removed from the loom. I might just leave that fella on. Down the column now then towards the back rear seat. No, I lied, sorry, there's one more at the top of the column still, again. Aerial connector. This came up to the antenna. And this is where it will plug into the aerial. There's the aerial. Again, the aerial will be sold separately, but you can see that the plug for the antenna is in place. But now we come down the support to the rear right hand side of the car. Harness, all the loom. Ouch. Again for the door, so the connectors are all in place this side. That would plug into the boot. and then it's cut on the side that will go inside of the door. There is the door boot, there's the cut, and all the cables that go into the door for all your motors, window electrics, and speaker. Oh yeah, and again, each one will have the light connector for the light that goes the trim around the window. Following along the harness, there is a split here. This will go under the driver's seat, and that's the electrics for the driver's seat. Both the driver's and the electric metal brackets have been bent. I don't know how. That's the only damage I know of. Again, these connectors are most of them will be in place and just they'll click straight into the metal fittings of the car, but some will be missing. Some might have moved. Can't account for those, but most of them are there. The harnesses are all in place and intact. This cable goes under the driver's seat and into the radio. That's the other side of the antenna. This side of the harness goes under the driver's seat or down the side of the car. And I have made a cut here. This cut went into the engine bay. One of them will be for the brake sensor. I'm not sure where the other went, but that's been cut off just before it went into the boot. The other side of which is here. So there's the boot. Well, that's the boot for the door and all the door connectors. Oh, I've plugged it in, that's why. And there's the door, boot and connector. Missing on the driver's side is the window wire and connector that goes around the trim. So the trim itself doesn't have any wiring inside. It's missing the plug this side. The connector is still here on the loom, so you would need to get a new cable for the trim. Split that would then go under the glove box and under the dashboard, driver's side, and into the fuse box. Again, all the connectors there, all the fuses are all there. The fuse box will be sold separately, the connectors will come with the loom. So yeah, cut that side. The loom then follows back under the steering wheel and has several of these connectors that would go in towards the dash. I think some of them go into the radio, and then we're back to the start again. And just once more, it comes under the glove box, and the major two cuts into the engine bay are made here and here. I have got the other side of the boot and some of the bits, such as the parking sensors at the front. I've not got the parking sensors at the back. Some engine bay bits of loom and connectors. So that was a whole loom from the engine bay. Unfortunately, I've not got the engine bay loom intact. I've just got bits that have been cut off. So I'll just cut all the connectors up off of these and sell them as a job lot, or I might put them in with the loom here, depending. Yeah.